In the previous lecture, we have defined a complex number. We have said that complex number is just the addition of real and imaginary number. Now, in this lecture, we are going to focus on the operation on complex number, how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide two complex numbers. Let's begin with the addition of two complex numbers. How to find z1 plus z2. Now to find z1 plus z2, let's put the value of z1 and z2. z1 is 4 plus 4i plus z2 is 3 minus 8i. Now to add these two complex numbers, add the real with real. 4 plus 3 gives 7. 4i minus 8 gives minus 4i. So the result of addition of two complex number is another complex number. Now let's move on to the subtraction of two complex numbers. We have two numbers, z1 is 1 plus 2i and z2 is 2 plus 3i. We are going to find z1 minus z2. Now let's put the numbers 1 plus 2i minus 2 plus 3i. Subtract the real from real and imaginary from imaginary. 1 minus 2 gives minus 1. 2i minus 3i gives minus I. Now let's talk about the multiplication, the third operation on a complex number. We have two complex number. z1 is 1 plus iota I and z2 is 2 plus 3i. We are going to find z1 into z2. How to find this? Now let's put the values 1 plus I into 2 plus 3i. First multiply the first number to the whole complex number. 1 times 2 gives 2 plus 1 times 3i gives 3i. Then multiply I to the whole complex number. I times 2 gives 2i. I times 3i gives 3i square. 2 plus 3i, 2i. Now I square is equal to minus 1. So this become minus 3. 2 minus 3 gives minus 1. 2i plus 3i gives 5i. So this is the result of the multiplication of two complex number. From this it is clear that the multiplication of two complex number is a third complex number. Now let's move on the division of numbers. We have two complex numbers, z1 is 2 plus 2i and z2 is 1 plus 3i. We are going to find z1 divided by z2. Now how to do this? Let's first put the values 2 plus 2i divided by 1 plus 3i. Now to divide this number on this number, the first step is to rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this number. The conjugate of this number is 1 minus 3i. Multiply this number with this number and this number with this number. Times 1 gives 2. 2 times 3 gives minus 6i. 2 times 1 gives 2i. 2 times minus 3 gives minus 6i into I square. divided by, now this is in the form a plus b into a minus b. The result of this is a square minus b square. So this will become 1 square minus 3i square, 2 minus 6i plus 2i, I square is equal to minus 1. Minus into minus gives plus 6. 1 minus 3 square gives 9i square. Now add the real with real and imaginary with imaginary. 2 plus 6 gives 8. Minus 6 plus 2 gives minus 4i divided by 1. I square is equal to minus 1. Minus into minus plus. 1 plus 9 gives 10. So the number will become, let's separate these two numbers. 8 divided by 10 minus 4 divided by 10, which is in the form a plus b I. So the division of two complex number gives a third complex number. 8 divided by 10 is the real part and 4 divided by 10 is the imaginary part.